Finding the perfect or the right real estate agent to sell your home can make or break your home selling experience. And the problem today is there are far too many homes that are listed but never sells. When you want to move, the goal for you is not to get your home listed, but to get it sold, which is why choosing the right agent for the job is crucial. In this video, I'll talk about how to vet agents that you're thinking about hiring for the job so you don't have to end up being on the market for months without having sold your home, or maybe end up selling it for less than you thought it would be. My name is Ben Danholm, and I'm a real estate broker here in Central Florida, and I've helped countless people buy and sell homes in the area. And this video is not about why you should choose me, because I might not even be the right agent to sell your home. But it's about providing you with some tools you can use when you're vetting agents that you're considering for the job of selling your home. And why did I decide to make this video? Well, a lot of my sales, I actually have homes that were previously listed with another agent. Some of them for months without selling, and some of them for months without any real traction. So I decided maybe I should sit down and figure out what are actually the real questions you should ask an agent before you hire them. And like I said, I might not be the right one for the job, so please stay with me for a while because I think you'll find this useful if you are thinking about hiring an agent. Because when it comes down to it, selling a home and buying a home is for most of us the biggest financial decision we will ever make. So it's so crucial that we get it right. But it's not just about the money. It's also about the time, the emotions, the stress, and making sure that your other goals are met. But let's say if you're thinking about moving to another house and you have found just the right house to move to, but you need to sell your current home before you do that. If you choose the right agent, you might lose the opportunity to buy the house that you really wanted to buy. So finding the right agent might feel a little bit overwhelming, and I think it does, because who can you trust? Who do you know? How do you know that they have your best interest at heart? How do you know if they're up for the job? How do you know if they're actually the person who are capable of selling your home? That's something I'm trying to. Those are questions I'm trying to answer for you today. How you can at least try to figure that out, because a great agent is not just a salesperson. They're supposed to be your advisor. They need to be the one who advises you on how to price your home, what you need to do to your home before you sell it, how long will it potentially take to sell your home. Nobody can guarantee an exact time frame, but they should be able to estimate how long it is possible it could take. They should be your strategists to make sure that you put the right strategy in place to sell your home. They should also, and this is actually probably the most important one that should be first, I think, they should be a marketing expert so they know exactly how to market any home that they take on as a real estate broker or real estate agent. And when it comes to negotiating offers, they should obviously be your advocate and try to get you the best possible terms. So choosing the wrong one, the one that's not capable of any or all of the above, that could end up costing you thousands or leave you stuck with regrets and simply stuck with the house that you don't want to be in anymore. So let's talk about how you can avoid that. But before we move any further, let me remind you that if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and hit that little notification bell so you get a notification every time I put new content up. I do my best to make the best possible content, and that helpful for you if you're in any type of real estate transaction or thinking about buying or selling, or just thinking about wanting to know more about real estate. So another thing I'd like to ask of you, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, please give me a comment in the below and tell me what I could have done better. That would be very helpful. Thank you so much. So how do you find a real estate agent who's a great fit for you and a great person to sell your home? Well, let's start to talk about what qualities you should prioritize when you're looking at an agent. What is it that sets a perfect or good agent apart from an average or a bad agent? First of all, I think, like I said before, marketing is key when you're selling a home, specifically in today's market. So do they have a clear and multifaceted marketing plan? And what I mean by that is, do they have a clear step-by-step plan about what they're going to do to market your home? And does that include several different types of marketing channels? Do they have offline marketing? Do they have online marketing? Do they use social media? Do they use paid advertising? That's what I mean. And they should be able to demonstrate exactly how they're doing that every single time they sell a home. Can they demonstrate how they'll make your house stand out in the crowd of other homes on the market? How can they, what is it that sets your home apart from other homes? Do they know that? And can they actually show you how they're going to demonstrate to buyers, potential buyers, how your home is different so we target the right buyers? Do they have what we in my little business call a buyers and waiting list? I do they work with a lot of buyers? Do they have a performance guarantee? If they make you any promises, are there any penalties if they don't meet those promises? So what are they going? What is going to happen if they promise you that they'll sell your home in a certain amount of time, and if it doesn't sell, what's the penalty for them? If they don't communicate well, is there a penalty for that? Do they know where your buyer is likely to come from? I mean, other than the buyers and waiting list, do they actually have a clear understanding of how people find your home? What kind of where do people come from when they buy in your area? That's so important because that's crucial to know where you're going to divert your marketing dollars. And that brings me to the next point. Do they actually invest actual dollars in marketing, or do they just do all the free stuff, which is obviously also good, but do they have a marketing budget to sell your home? Do they have an automated follow-up system? If people come in and somebody inquire about your home, is there an automated system that makes sure they get the information they need? Do they follow up on these people? Do they follow up on agents who've been showing your house? Do they have a system for doing that so it works every single time so we don't miss an opportunity for selling your house? Do they work in real estate full time? And this one is really crucial because I see so many part-time agents, and if they have a job and say they even if it's a part-time job, if they work 8 to 12 or 8 to 2 p.m., what happens if somebody asks about your house when they're at work? Is there anybody to take care of that lead? You need somebody who works full-time in real estate to sell your home. It's a little bit different if you work with buyers. If you have somebody who helps you buy a home, that could possibly be a part-time job. I wouldn't recommend it, but definitely if you're selling a home, you need a full-time agent. What is their number one offer that they use to attract buyers? Because you need to have a constant flow of potential buyers in to sell anybody's house. What type of list to sales price ratio do they have? Do they sell homes at 100%, 102%, 99%, or 98% of the list price? This is crucial because if you deal with somebody who constantly sell homes at 80 or 85 or 90% of list price, that's not a good sign. I mean, we all have had, especially the more we sell, we've all had homes, a couple of homes that maybe did not do as well because nobody's perfect. Sometimes we get it wrong. But on average, what is your list to sales price ratio? And in my opinion, it varies a little bit depending on the market, what that statistic should show. In the current market, it should probably be around 98%, in my opinion. There are markets where it should be 101%, 110% when things were crazy a couple of years ago. In a normal market, it should be anywhere from 97 to 99%. That's pretty good. Do they know what demographic migration data are, and do they use them to determine where your buyer is coming from? Do they have a team behind them? Do they have a legal person with them? Do they have a marketing team? Do they have transaction coordinator? Because if it's just one person taking care of you and taking care of all these things, I think somebody made a list that there's at least 120 moving parts in a real estate transactions. You cannot do that as a single person. You need to have a team behind you, somebody who takes care of the transaction, somebody who's there for legal backup, somebody who's there during the listing period to take care of the marketing. How much do they advertise online? And how much do they advertise offline? And this next one is also crucial. Do they communicate well? How and when do they update you on the sale of your home? Do you get daily updates? Do you get weekly updates? Do you get fortnightly updates? Do you ever get any updates? I've actually talked to sellers who are working with agents who for 3 or 4 months didn't give them a single update. I would say our standard is that we Try to update our sellers on a daily basis on any showings we've had and on a weekly day basis on the overall. Monday is usually our update date where we send out seller updates for everything that's going on. So another big thing is, how do they justify the recommended sale price? Do they have empirical data to back up whatever they justify? And the reason I'm saying that, whatever they sorry, whatever they're suggesting that you should list it for, the reason I'm saying this is a lot of agents will come to your house and they'll tell you anything you want to hear just to get your listing. You need somebody who's realistic about the listing price. Even if they say something you don't want to hear, you might have a figure in your mind saying 650. It may not be possible to get 650. So if the agent has to be honest and has to show you exactly why it's not 650, it might be 675 or it might be 600. But no matter what price they come up with, they need to show you empirical data that backs up what they're saying. So there's at least a realistic chance that you can sell at that price. And that brings me to the last one. One of the last ones, do they show integrity? Are they standing by what they say? Or are they just telling you what you want to hear in every sense of the word? Do they actually, are they firm on what they say, or are they just a pushover? That's just very important that you deal with somebody who knows what they're doing and can stand by what they're saying. And my final one is, are they on time? They might sound a little bit old-fashioned, but if they cannot be on time for your listing appointment, how can they be on time for showings, open houses, and on time with everything they promise you? Because the listing appointment is when they have a chance to sell themselves to you, to make sure that you choose them over somebody else. So it's crucial that they at least are on time that day. If they can't be on time that day, there's a pretty good chance they won't be on time any other time you deal with them. So these are all things you should ask them about. And I'll put a link in the description of this video to our agent selection guide that has a lot of information about all these questions. So like I said, it's not about choosing me, it's about choosing the right agent, and that might not be me. So there are some red flags that I think you should be aware of, that you need to make sure that you know. Do they have limited experience? Do they show lack of expertise in selling homes like yours? Do they use pushy sales tactics, or do they try to overpromise results? Do they struggle with communicating on time, or do they seem unresponsive when you're trying to get a meeting with them? Do they have a history of negative reviews and unresolved complaints? Always good to check with the Better Business Bureau and Google them. How do they show up on Google? And like I said before, do they want to overprice your home or discount their fees just to get the listing? Neither is good. I mean, there might be a good reason for getting a discount on your fee, but generally, if somebody is investing a lot of money in selling your home, they won't at the same time be willing to discount their fees, because we're all here to make money, and you cannot make money if you spend a lot of money on advertising and discount your income. So check them out on Google and other places. If possible, maybe talk to past clients, though that might be a little bit difficult, because, I mean, consider this. If you'd sold your house, would you be willing to take countless calls from your agent's next clients to verify what they say? But maybe if they have some video testimonials, that might be a good thing. So you can put a face on the people who dealt with them. At least make sure they have some written testimonials, some good reviews. So this is basically all I had about selecting an agent. Make sure you ask all the questions above, and make sure that you do your due diligence when you're hiring somebody. I would actually like to hear from you, what would be the number one quality you would be looking for in a real estate agent you're hiring? Let me know in the comments below. I'm actually very keen to hear what your thoughts are. And if you're ready to take the next step, I mean, I'm here. You're always welcome to contact me if you're interested to hear what I can do for you. And like I said, you can always download our free agent selections guide in the description below. If any questions whatsoever, just feel free to reach out. And I really do hope you found this video helpful. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give me a little thumbs up if you agree with this being something that you could use. Maybe share it with somebody who are selling a home right now, or thinking about selling a home. Well, that's really all I had for today. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.